had to take. All right, guys, let's turn it over to Andy. Let's see.
So my topic was, does age matter in a relationship? And this video clip I showed, found, is talking about famous age gap couples nowadays. So.
I always felt very appreciative of working in the movies and working on television, and then I had Suri and I married Tom, and to have them there, it was like, well, this is a billion times better. What was I doing before?
Through thick or thin, I guess, is the only advice, and this past year has tested us on many levels.
Oh, that old guy over there is the director, you know, I don't like that. I like to be the one that sits opposite them in the restaurant and looks in their eyes and lies to them. And
So my first question is kind of basic. What do you guys think it means to be friends?
What do you mean by air quote friends?
Well, because in some relationships, they say that they're friends, well, when they're actually in a relationship, so that other people won't figure out that they're in a relationship, because maybe they don't want other people to know they're in a relationship. So do you guys have any idea?
Can you repeat that?
What do you guys think it means to be friends?
Hold on.
Have like a not romantic relationship with someone.
Anyone else? Okay. How can unspoken, unwanted, unmeant, and unintentional vows affect a couple's expectations concerning a relationship? Anyone?
Cupid those chambers.
How can unspoken, unwanted, unmeant, and unintentional vows affect a couple's expectations concerning a relationship? Anyone?
Well, they could think like they could trust the person they're in a relationship with, but something could happen, and then like your expectations, like say your expectations were at this level, now they just like drop to here.
Anything else? Do you think it is true that men and women communicate by their actions as much as they do by their words? Why or why not?
Yeah.
language is like the most, like the biggest form of communication.
It's easier to disguise your words than disguising your actions.
Yeah, in my research I found that obviously women like show their reactions more, but sometimes women can get jealous by the man's action depending on like how serious the actions are. So let's see, where am I? What do you think is the difference between promising you'll do something, implying you'll do it, and simply being committed to doing it?
What's the difference?
Yeah, what do you think the differences are?
Well, I think implying it is like, yeah, whatever, like, I'll get it done. Not really the most like dependable way. Yeah, and then I think promising is next. Just because like you can promise someone something if you do it and you're not, it's up to your like character and whatnot. But then like being committed to it, I think shows a lot of character and a lot of like just a lot of dedication in this.
How should people learn to accept the differences between other people?
They should like approach a situation with an open mind and like listen to their side of the story before just looking at what the overall image is in their eyes and judging it.
Yeah, in my research, I found that the 3 top reasons that people are first not certain is that they aren't sure of themselves, they don't want to have to change, and they believe that their way is the right way or the only way. So, and I found out that one of the ways to change that is to do an activity where you write down like a few of your family's names and then in a few words to describe that person, and then to switch with the person you just met so both of you know how to, like, what type of families you're coming from. Okay. Once people begin going together, they will normally refuse to hold hands with other members of the opposite sex. Why do you think that is?
Just kind of shows that they're committed to the other person. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Doesn't matter which one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, it just kind of shows that they're committed to the other person. There's no doubt that there's cheating or anything.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, trust is, kind of looks like it's broken or whatever.
Anything else? Yes.
It's kind of like a respect thing, because if you're committed to that person or you're with them, then like, you have to have respect, so otherwise you wouldn't really be together if you were holding someone else's hand.
I think like the whole image of holding in like someone's hand, like we've all like just how like when we grow up and like you see people holding hands and stuff, like it normally like signifies like they have something like more than like a friendship. So like people, like when you see people who are just friends holding hands, it's just a little different.
Anything else? In my research, I found that there are 3 components to in a relationship: passion, commitment, and intimacy. how do you guys think by using these things could help a relationship?
Well, it helps you like keep that special bond with that person and like know that you're both aiming for the same like outcome.
Anything else? Well, I found in my research that by using these three for a commitment, it helps both of the guy and the girl to be more honest and open to each other and to themselves. And then for passion, it can just help them by knowing each other better and like staying open to themselves, so just makes them more connected to each other. How can you know if you should marry somebody?
If they buy you a really nice ring. I'm just kidding.
If that's what you want, Abby, go right ahead. So besides the ring, anything else?
Food. If you know that you don't want to be with anybody else and think what you have is special, don't share that with anyone else.
Okay, true.
You'll always be able to put their needs above yours.
When I agreed to get married, I knew right away, although my husband and I dated through high school and then college.
Nice.
Yes, we waited many, many years to get married. And it was never a question for me, obviously. I was very surprised when he proposed, surprisingly. But you just kind of know. When you know, you know. That's what I think.
Yeah, because you are nice.
Yeah, Zee,
How do you know, Zee?
How do you know?
Yeah, Zee, how do you know that your wife was right for you?
She's my neighbor.
Oh.
She's your neighbor? She lived next door to you?
Yeah,
It's
that's
convenient.
the first person.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
see
convenient.
her every day when she's.
Oh, so you guys have known each other for a
When
little
she's
while.
the baby, as you make.
How romantic.
How cute.
Alright, Andy.
If one person tells another, I'm spending the time with you because I'm interested in a marriage, is the other person who received the message obligated to express his or her own interests or feelings about marriage?
Can you repeat the first part? I'm sorry.
If one person tells another, I'm spending time with you because I'm interested in marriage, do you think the other person
Has to feel like obligated to feel the same way?
or do you think they should express their feelings about marriage?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
What exactly is your topic? Because we're all really confused. We thought it
just-
was age gap, but
Yeah, it is age gap, but I just got questions about marriage in general to talk about the age. Yep.
So what do you guys think of the last question? If someone tells you that they're dating you because they want to get married, would you feel obligated to tell them like, whoa, hey, I'm not interested in that right now, or do you think that's fair?
I told the baby
I just feel that, like, well, I don't know, depending on the age, because, you know, some girl could be, like, madly in love with this guy, and the guy's just like likes her and like doesn't know at that time, so he could be like, I don't know. I feel like if that happened to any of us, we would just kind of try to dismiss it without, like, not rudely dismiss it, but just kind of like, okay, like, what's on TV? You know, like just change the subject right away. But I don't know. It just is like a really weird situation because I don't feel like that would happen too often. You know, I'm hanging out with you to get married. I don't know, but.
I think it also depends on like the, I don't want to say type of relationship because it's a relationship is a relationship, but I feel like if like you've been married once before and you've gotten divorced and you go out dating again, and like it's kind of a different like expectation of both of what you both want out of a relationship than being in college or being in high school and being in a relationship. So I think like that conversation would like depend on what like stage in your life and what stage in like the relationship you are actually in.
And then finally, I want to see what you guys think. Who thinks that age does matter in a relationship?
It does. It's gonna grow. I think it's after.
Okay, then who thinks that age doesn't matter? Yeah.
Well, my parents are 11 years ago, so I don't think it matters.
But when did they meet?
When my mom was 17 and my dad was 28. Yeah, so I don't really think it, they're still together, so I don't think it matters so much. It's not really.
How old was she?
Do you think age is a bigger deal when you're older or when you're younger?
When you're younger.
I don't know, like, there's a certain point at which it gets weird, like, you have to, like, when it said, like, she was only 6 years older than, like, the daughter, like, you have to just consider the social aspects of it, but usually, if it's, like, a real relationship, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. That is it.